Hi, welcome to SAP controlling tutorial. So in the last tutorial, we went through cost center allocation. That is, we covered the now cost center reposting and distribution. So as we have discussed, cost center allocation consists of three types of allocation: reposting, distribution, and assessment. We have covered reposting and distribution. In this tutorial, we will discuss and go through assessment in the cost center accounting. So let's look at what is a cost center assessment. Assessment is used to transfer primary or secondary cost from cost center to another cost object. The other cost object could be a cost center internal order WBS element, right? Now the cost is first in the assessment, the cost is first transferred to the secondary cost element in the sending cost center. So there could be one or more cost elements in the sending cost center which will transfer the cost to the secondary cost element, and this secondary cost element then posts to the receiving cost center. Again, it could be one or more cost centers. So we see there the traceability is lost, and when we do in the SAP, you will see it very clearly how the traceability is lost. So as part of cost center assessment, you need to create a cost center secondary cost element. For this, let's log into SAP. I've created one secondary cost element. You can go to K03 and see it. I created the secondary cost element 942000 for our demo purpose. So this is the secondary cost element, admin expense assessment. The category is 42. To create a secondary cost element, transaction code is KA06. All this we have covered in detail in some of the earlier tutorials. So you can go to transaction code KA06 and create a secondary cost element. As usual, the first step will be to create a assessment cycle. Again, we can do it for plan and actual. I will be doing for the actual, right? So the transaction code is KSU1. Let's go to KSU1. KSU1. Just scroll. Create a cycle, give a name AUM002. It should start from the beginning of the period. I've taken 1.5. Give a name, could be the name of the company, hometechsolutions.com, right? Save it, save your assessment cycle. Now, as usual, you have to attach a segment. So click the attach segment. This is segment 1. We can create more than one segment, attach it one by one. So we will just create one segment for our demo purpose. Create the segment. Now here you have to give the assessment cost element. We have created one assessment cost element 942. Let's assign that cost element. Okay. Center values, let's say the posted amount, that is we are looking at the actual assessment cycle, the whole 100% of the value, actual value plan, we will take the actual value. A receiver rule, in this case, let's take the variable portion. So I will be using SKF statistical key figures, which we have created earlier for the allocation of this 100% amount to the receiving cost centers. So this will be a variable rule depending on the SKF in the receiving cost centers. So let's take the variable portion, actual cost, no scaling, all that is good. Click the next step, sender and receivers. Sender cost center is R301002. Let's run the cost center report. We have more clarity what cost centers we will be using. So the transaction code is S_ALR_870. One 3611. It's taking time. S_ALR 870136111. I enter. Okay, here it is, the report. And for period 5 only, and the whole range of cost centers, we have 3 cost centers. execute the data. So these are the three cost centers. This can be closed. One more screen. Administration, production division. Administration is 1002, which is a sending cost center, and 1005, that is a receiving cost center, and we have the second receiving cost center 1006. Okay, so let's take the sending cost center 1002. We sending cost centers. Okay, so yeah, it has two cost elements. Electricity charges, water charges. As I can see in our last tutorial, that is distribution, the whole amount of electricity charges was transferred, distributed to other cost centers. So let's post some distribution charges, some electricity charges to this cost center. Go to transaction code FP60. I'm posting a vendor invoice. Vendor F4 to find the vendor. Invoice date, reference, amount, let's say 2000. This time it's US dollar, non-taxable, and we are taking the cost. This is the cost, electricity charges. 635100, 635100, $2,000 US dollar we are going to post to it. And this is to the cost center admin. Okay. So I posted this to the admin cost center. Let's run the report again. And now you see in the administration, well, we have electricity charges gone up 5311. Of course, 2950 has been distributed to other cost center in the last tutorial, but still we have the balance. So both these cost element 510, 5200, both have the values. Let's go to our assessment cycle. So the sending cost center is this. The cost elements, we have the cost elements, electricity charge and water charges 63510, and which is the other 63520. So these two cost elements are sending the value. You can give a range here, or you can just create a group. A group is a selection of cost element. You can specify a range of cost element there or specific cost elements. Give it a name and assign the group here. Now the receiving cost centers. So we have two receiving cost centers, right? One is 5 and the other is 6. Okay. So this is the sending and receiver relation. Sending cost center 1002, receiving cost centers 1005 and 1006. Sending cost elements are 63510, that is what is electricity charges, and the other is 635200, that's water charges. Sender values, 100% of the value we are going to send. Okay, and version you can take 0 because we are sending the actual cost. Now look at the receiving tracing factor. So variable portion type was selected, so go and select the actual statistical figure. Maintain field statistical figure. It's asking us to enter statistical figure. Let's enter. I created one statistical figure, employee, so we will enter there. So you want to create statistical figure, you can go to transaction code KK01, that is to create, KK02 is to change, and KK03 is to display. So we are going to display it. Because I have already created it, right? Enter the statistical figure EMP, and you can see this is already created. Again, the creation of statistical figure and also its functionality is discussed in the earlier tutorial. Also, for more details, I will strongly recommend you go to this website, omtechsolutions.com. This has a lot of study material, training material available, mostly free of charge, on the SAP Finance, Controlling, Treasury, FSCM, iDocs, Technicals, S4HANA, and so on. So let's look at this is the controlling area, SAP Controlling. Under SAP Controlling, we were discussing about the SKF. So you want to understand SKF. That should be a part of your either. Do I have SP controlling here? SKF. So this in this tutorial, it's controlling area, assigning controller, the basic configuration required for setting up a controlling area in the SAP. But what we are looking at is the SKF. So you can look at under this navigation menu. Let's come to controlling cost center accounting. This should be there. So cost center accounting. And in the cost center accounting, this is the table of content. You have all these items, topics discussed in detail, and you have the SKF. Click the SKF, and now you can understand how to create the SKF. So what is the SKF here? They have explained it pretty well. SKF, what is the SKF? What is the functionality of SKF? To create the SKF, you have this transaction code, and the category is SKF group, and so on. So please make use of this website to update your knowledge, to enhance the knowledge. You can keep on visiting frequently. So as the new topics are getting updated, the new deltas, whatever SAP is coming up is also getting posted on the website. So you can use this website. Let's go back to our tutorial. Yes, the employee statistical figure has been created. So while creating the assessment cycle, I'm going to use the statistical figure EMP. So this is receiving tracing factor, and then the weight. So we have these two cost centers, and we can give them the weight 100% each. Yep, that should be okay. Because whatever the value is there, that will be distributed between these two cost center based on the statistical key figure that these cost centers are having. So we will look at it. We assign it factor is 100% of the value. Okay, save the cycle. So assessment cycle AUM 002 has been created. Let's go back to the cost center report. So we have these charges, total charge 6782. Okay. And now the next step is to execute the assessment cycle, the transaction code KSU5. KSU5. Period is 5, and the cycle is what we have created now. So there are two. I created just now two. Let's do the test run. This will take time, so I will pause it now. Hi. So I just updated the assessment cycle. There is a slight change in the assessment cycle, as with the SKF there was some issue was coming up. So let's go back to the assessment cycle creation. KSU2. KSU1 is to create the assessment cycle. KSU2 is to change the assessment cycle. This is the assessment cycle we have created. Take the first segment which we have created. Here the cost element is fine, what we have entered. Posted amount is fine. Receiver rule, we will again go with a fixed percentage. This is what we have taken in the distribution cycle. Sender receiver, there are no changes. This is the sending cost center, sending cost elements, and the receiver, we have two cost centers are there. Sender values, 100% of the value of the center cost center. Version is 0. You can do an F4 to find multiple version. If it is an actual cost, you go with version 0. With plan, you can have multiple versions, so you can select your version. This is actual, so we go with version 0. Okay, and receiving tracing factor. Now we have two cost centers as a receiving. I've given 40% of the value going to the first cost center and 60% of the value going to the second cost center, right? Let's save this assessment cycle. Next, execute the assessment cycle, transaction code KSU5. Again, test run first, do an F4 to find the assessment cycle. We created this one. 02 test run. So yes, it went successfully. Their processing completed without error. You have one sender cost center, two receiving cost center. That is as per the assessment cycle. Let's go back. And now we do the production run. Uncheck the test run and execute it again. Okay, so this is completed. Let's look at the sender cost center. Place your cursor on the sender field, click the sender. So our cost center is yes 1002 and the total amount 3631 is being sent. 3631.26 is being sent euro. Let's go to the cost center report. And I will run it for all these three cost centers. So let's see the first cost center, the sending cost center. And you can see the 3631 has been sent. That's what we see. Administration, it is sent to this secondary cost element. So very important, it is not sent to the primary cost elements, that is 635100 or 635200, but it has gone to the secondary cost element 942,000, right? Unlike the distribution. And this is the full amount, 100%, that is as per the assessment cycle. That's why you have zero value here, over under absorption, right? And this amount matches with what is there in the cycle result, actual assessment cycle result. Let's look at our receiving cost centers. Place your cursor here, click the receivers. So we have these two cost centers and they should be receiving in 40 to 60% ratio, 40%, 60%. So we will just check for one of them. So 3631.26 is sent and 40% of this, that's 1452, and correct, 1452.50 euro has been sent to. So this cost center 3301005, that is receiving, has received 1452, which is 40% of that value, right? So this is the way assessment works. But now a very important distinction between assessment and distribution is when you look at the cost element, you are seeing the secondary cost element, right? I mean, you don't know whether this 1452 belongs to your water charges or electricity charges. Actually, this is a combination of both water charges and electricity charges, but we don't know how much belongs to water charges and electricity charges, because that full amount has first gone to the secondary cost element, and then the amount of secondary cost element is distributed between these two cost centers, receiving cost centers, in the ratio which we have specified in the assessment cycle. Okay, so this completes our discussion on the cost center accounting assessment, right? Thank you. And as mentioned, you can always visit this website, omtechsolutions.com, to get more details on the SAP training material. And there are a lot of wonderful courses are there. You can always click this page, SAP courses, and check out the courses like IDOC training or EBS training. If you are looking at end-to-end finance and controlling, you can take this course, finance and controlling. This is again a ACH wire payment, very good, nice course. You can understand how the payment medium workbench works, how the DME is used to create a file, and this is the controlling management accounting training course. And for free training material, you can use this tab, SAP training material, with multiple free materials guides under various sections. Thank you.